Yes, I do believe in destiny and lucky, but I think luck favors only people who work for that. So by just believing on luck and not doing anything, it will not. So I think luck has favored me at the right times, and I think just because I think God always helps people who take the first step. So yes, I do believe I've been lucky, but I work for it. My biggest motivation was that if I can do what I can do, what else can I do and how else can I get to people? So that motivation to do more and more, it was I was never like satisfied, but I was happy but not satisfied. So there's a term, happily being dissatisfied. So there was always that thing to go more and more, like how else can I reach to people? And like what I'm doing right now, like in spite of going to the US, doing a full-time job, being materialistically abundant, financially abundant, I still wanted to do something more. Like the motivation came from within to get to as many people, because I thought my potential and my word, my life needs to be word to other people, because if God has given me a chance to be a doctor and be a human being like that with functioning so well, I have to do something. So I have to have a purpose. So that purpose was to reach to thousands and millions of people, and that is with which every day I think, what else can I do? So every day that thought is always there. Acha, main ye kar raha hu. What else can I do? So that motivation comes from within to serve a bigger purpose. The desire to reach to the millions. It was okay with what I'm doing. How else can I reach to the millions? Because I always think we are brought into this world to serve a purpose. You cannot just be satisfied with making a few crores of rupees, driving a BMW and all that, which I've already achieved all of that. I can even own a own aircraft if I want to today. But that's not what drives me. It's not money anymore. It is how I can reach to more and more people. How what I've done so far, how I can do. So that is always driving me from within. How to get to more people, how to help them health with what profession I've chosen, how to make them sleep better, live better, so that at least that aspect of their health is, or their life is taken care of by me through, by him through me. They should have at least a fair idea, and I think what happens in a scenario like in India is right from school days we've been told what to do, like beta, you got to be a doctor or something like that. So I think exposure to like why are you here, what you need to do, should people should be explored to different options. So if there are medium which the younger generation can be exposed to, these are the things you can do. Can you like try out certain things before you decide? Because many times what I've seen it happen to us when I was growing up is right from school days. Okay, if you did good in 10th standard, you went into science. If you didn't do, you went into commerce or you went into arts. Okay, so and then when you did good in science, when you went in science, there were only two options. You either did engineering or medicine. So right from the 8, I knew there were only this, because I wanted to be a doctor, so that is different. But pretty much you're channelized right from there. So you are never exposed to, if I think if I have told anybody I want to be an architecture or maybe archaeologist, they would have laughed at me. So I think it is very important to start, the younger generation needs to be exposed to different options. They need to know, okay, what you would want to do in life in terms of maybe the career. But I think the bigger picture is, okay, with that career, what are you going to achieve? That is more important. It is not if it is money, then I think you may have to rethink, because money can come, it's a byproduct. It follows your passion. Don't go for money. Follow your passion, money will follow you. So I think you need to understand the why you are here. Are you here to just, for women I would say, are you here to just get married and be a family, or are you here to serve a different purpose? So you need to be talking to people who have done well, or who you look up to, as to, okay, what changed your mind or thought process when you were growing up, and how did you think about it, rather than these days when you're all about movies and parties and all the other distractions, I would say. How do you think out of the box, or how do you go with that focus? And it worked. As you said, were you lucky? Yes, I was lucky, but I worked for it. Yeah, I am practicing in a city called Pittsburgh in a state, Pennsylvania, in US. That's where I do my super specialization with pulmonary critical care, and ICU, and sleep. So I am part of a group called AirMed, Associates in Respiratory Medicine, a group of 7 partners. I'm the youngest of them, and so we work in the ICUs, the hospitals, in the clinics, and so that's what I do currently in that city. Yeah. Yes, I think so. It's always others. It have others to tell me that yes, there is humility in you, and that I feel the way I have been. If they tell me that is the way I am, and so then I know it has worked, because the arrogance never crept in me, or I try to keep it out, because I know the way I've kept the thing getting into my head is, I look up to people who have done much more than me. So that itself tells me that तूने कुछ जो भी किया है वो कुछ भी नहीं किया है. So that keeps me grounded. My family keeps me grounded. No matter what people tell me outside, when I enter my house, I'm a normal human being in that respect, where I have the kids and my wife and my parents have the ability to tell me, scold me, tell me I'm wrong here. So that has kept me at ground level, and the people I look up to, when I look at what they're doing, that has kept me at that level. So that is how I prevent stuff from getting into my head. The greatest things which you should get from that is professionalism, punctuality. Don't pick up the late nights, don't pick up the late night parties, the drinking, the smoking, and all that. That may look very attractive at that moment, but there are a lot more other things to get from that place. Is, as I said, professionalism. I mean, there is no place as professional as being there. Punctuality. 8 o'clock means 7:50, not 8:15. So yes, the youth of India need to look at what I need to get from there. What is it that, say if it's United States, what is it about United States which I should get? It is the creativity, all the major inventions, the technology has come from there, from people there, like whether it's Microsoft or whether it's Apple or Amazon or whatever. So yes, copy those or try to imbibe those qualities. I totally agree with you, Aditya, is that a lot of us cannot, everybody cannot be first, but that does not allow somebody to choose something what others are forcing or pushing onto you. You have to follow your passion. You got to first decide what is it that I want to do. So I remember Naren telling me, if you had all the money in the world, would you still continue to do what you do? Or if you did not have anything, would you continue to do what you're doing? So if what you are currently doing, if you don't enjoy it, you got to drop it right away and then go for something what you love to do. Yes, by what you do, you should have others around you say, yes, I am with you. So you have to make them believe that what you are going to do is going to change the world and is going to change you for the better, and going to change your family and people around you. So follow your passion. Don't just do something just for the sake of money, because you'll just do it for time being, and you'll be like very claustrophobic in what you're doing. You will not enjoy your life, and you will be actually making people around you more miserable. So when you follow your passion, what you love to do, uh, things will be much better. Yeah, there may not be enough money to start with, but there is always, whenever you do something with passion, money always follows. Number one is organization. I've been very organized right from my school days. Like if I knew I had an exam in April, way in February I had a book. I exactly knew what subjects I had, how I was going to do. I was very organized. Way in terms of preparing for the particular event. It was never a last time thing. Number two, I've always been very sincere. Like whenever I know that I have not been sincere, the results were not there. So I'm not really intelligent, but I'm a hardworking person. I probably don't have a good IQ, but I've been very hardworking, and I've been very consistent. And the term we used to use was CDSE, consistent directed self effort. I've been very consistent and very sincere. The other thing is the focus. For some reason, I've had that clarity. I've had that focus, what I want to do, and it has been much easier. So that has been one. And one of them is faith. I've had faith in God, faith in the support system, and faith in myself, and a belief in myself that yes, I can do it. Priorities is number one, family. Number one, my body, my health. Third is my profession. Work, you're always replaceable at work. You're never replaceable in family. And then after that, once you've done all this, then do whatever you want. If you do your best, God will do the rest.